Hi everyone, it's Debbie from healingfrombpd.org. Happy holidays to you guys. I am not one that enjoys cold weather, so I am all bundled up to the extreme here. Wanting to wish you all a happy holiday season. I had checked in with you guys on social media and had received some response in terms of what you guys would like to hear for a topic. And I think it's going to be kind of a hodgepodge of the suggestions that came in and basically be when you're emotionally sensitive around the holidays. So there are certain questions sometimes that come up when families get together or people who haven't seen each other for a long time get together. And these questions can be awkward and difficult even for people who aren't emotionally sensitive. But if you have BPD or you're emotionally sensitive on top of, everything else, it can be extraordinarily emotionally painful. These questions that might just be, a little bit awkward or uncomfortable for the average person. And one of them I think is particularly stressful for a lot of people is when you haven't been working due to mental health issues and you have family that come out and they don't really know your story or what's been going on with you or what you're going through. They only know what they hear here and there, and then they come out and ask, well, where are you working now, Debbie? Or what have you been doing with yourself? Are you in school? Are you in a relationship? How come you're not working? Why are you back at home living with your family again? And it's like, all of a sudden it gets quiet in the room and all eyes are on you, right? Because I've been there. So how do you take care of yourself? And during this Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, holiday season, if you're emotionally sensitive, because it is an added challenge, wouldn't you say? The holidays can be a really beautiful time. My experience of them actually is that people tend to get even more stressed out, not just emotionally sensitive people, but just people in general, which isn't that fun or holly or jolly for me. But, if you're emotionally sensitive, I would say, in my own experience, the first thing to do is prepare for what you already know as much as you can. So what your family or friends who you get together with on the holidays are typically like. You'll know like their intensity level, who tends to be the one that's a little bit nervy and might say something like this to you in front of the rest of the family, who might be your confidant, someone you can kind of hide away with if you need to take a break from all the hustle and bustle and all the craziness and kind of like sit in a corner and sip on hot cocoa and kind of like look at the rest of the family and be like, do you see what I see? Sort of thing, So think about it ahead of time. Think about who's going to be there. Think about what experiences have been like in the past. Think about the things that you're concerned about and plan ahead in your mind with how you can cope effectively as opposed to getting really emotionally dysregulated. So plan ahead. This is actually a coping skill that can be really effective, is to actually, close your eyes when you have some time, do a progressive muscle relaxation or some type of guided meditation that will get you kind of relaxed and loosey-goosey and feeling less stressed. And then when you're feeling less stressed, you can imagine what it might be like. Of course, we can't predict everything. Unexpected things happen. People randomly say things that we don't expect. But for the most part, we can prepare ourselves for the majority of things based on previous experiences, right? So go ahead and give that a try. Think about how you want to respond. Think about the person you want to be. Think about what your heart wants to do as opposed to the fear or the scary feelings or the anxiety. What does your heart want to do? Does your heart want to be present with your family? Does it want to be kind even though you may feel like you're put on the defense? You might feel like someone's offending you. That may or may not be their actual intention, but how do you want to respond? How do you want to feel over this holiday season, regardless of how other people are behaving or how high-strung things might get or how much chaos may be around? So please consider that. Consider what skills you might use. You can always go to healingfrombpd.org, look at previous posts, type into the search bar the emotion you're most concerned about, and several posts should come up with ideas on how to cope effectively using DBT, dialectical behavior therapy skills. Thank you so much, you guys. I wish you the best holiday season. I hope you enjoy it however you choose to celebrate or not celebrate. And I look forward to connecting with you all over social media and hearing about how you're taking care of yourself during this holiday season as opposed to letting yourself get completely dysregulated. And believe me, it is a choice to a certain extent. I mean, some of it may feel and may actually be a bit out of our control, but we can choose to ground ourselves. We can choose to anticipate things as much as possible and plan ahead for how we want to react, respond, and behave. So with that being said, happy holidays, and I will see you guys in the next video or blog post.